Big man thing, yeah? It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another special edition stream, ladies and gentlemen. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to talk the Qatar takeover of Manchester United. This is what we're here to talk about. Without further ado, everyone in the comment section, everyone watching us right now or on the replay, please do not forget to slap the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single person watching us now or on the replay, please slap the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. And today, because it's a Man United stream, I'm increasing the price tag. If you want my cap to come off, 200 likes, no longer 150 likes, because it's not a Liverpool stream. Everyone watching now or on the replay, slap that like button, subscribe to This is Football, and keep letting me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. 200 likes and the hat's gonna come off. And it is rumored that this guy in the background is actually wearing a Liverpool a hat, in support of his brother, because he don't want his brother to be the only guy with a hat on the stream. You know, I might have just made that up, I might have not. We're never gonna know. Joining us on the channel is the biggest a-hole when it comes to Manchester United stuff. He always gets on my last nerve. But unfortunately, there was no other choice. He was like, there was no other choice. All the other United fans cancelled or were busy. So once again, I'm forced to bring my channel. You know how it works, the world of content creation. Joining us on the channel is a guy that calls himself El Don Staffy, but there's only one Don when I'm here. Man like Mustafa, how you doing, brother?
Listen, bro, I told you to work on your intros, and let's not sit here and act like I was a replacement. You knew the minute you saw those Qatar news, you were like, you know what? There's one man out there that will come on this channel and actually get on my left nerves, and that was me. So you know what's going on here. You know, everyone in the comments, it's a good day. This guy invited me on to talk about Mason Mount and dunked on me. Well, guess what? Today, I'm channeling my inner Vince Carter, and I'm going to dunk on this guy, and I'm going to get tens all over the comment section. But big up for having me, bro. Thank you.
They ain't gonna give you no 10 when I'm here. They ain't gonna give you no 10. This channel supports me. That's who this channel supports.
not today. Listen, bro. I'm a nice person. I know today that you're miserable, and misery likes company. So I was like, you know what? I can't leave my brother, my akhi,
Now, of course, by
miserable.
the way, guys, Staffy, don't believe that Staffy was second choice. Of course he wasn't. He was third choice. Everyone watching this right now, please don't forget to slap the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to This Football. And instead of keep in the comment section, take your cap off, bald fraud, 100 likes. 200 likes minimum, and the cap's gonna come off. Before then, don't ask me to take my cap off. So slap the like, subscribe, and let's talk about it. You know, Qatar, Manchester United.
Your worst nightmare, bro.
Like...
Let's just be honest. It's your worst nightmare.
Oh, absolutely. It's
100%.
Qatar, Manchester United. We've heard the news, all of that. So, talk to me, Mr. Mustafa. Your thoughts?
It's pretty simple, Hassan. I just said it's your worst nightmare. And what do you think it is for me? It's a dream come true. It still didn't come true, but if it happens, it's a dream come true. Not only do we get rid of the Glazers, we get no, there's no Sir Jim. Cut out these comments. We all know what's going on right here. Listen, there's no smoke without fire, bro. You know, and the news come out and people are saying today, well, we still gotta wait, you know, things like that shouldn't have happened. Oh, they're saying, oh, they're taking it back now. No. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's a fire right now going on in Old Trafford, but it's a good one. It's not a bad fire. It's this fire that's burning the old regime that we've been waiting for this fire to happen. These guys, the Glazers, Murtaugh, all these people who've ran us to the ground for 10, 12, 14 years, however long it's been, 17 years, I think. All these guys, the time is ticking. I'm not wearing a watch, but time is ticking. And very soon we're gonna finally get the news that we've been looking for. We've waited for this. We've waited for the Glazers
Don't
to
act like you've suffered, please. You don't know real suffering.
Oh, please. Listen. You know we've suffered. I've seen my team year after
I
10,
don't say
10
I know. I don't know you've suffered.
10 years without a league title. That's suffering. Losing humiliated by Liverpool, humiliated by Brentford, humiliated for years by City. Watching City win a treble, that's humiliating. Last year, having to sit in the Champions League final and praying for Madrid to beat Liverpool, that was humiliating. Watching Liverpool win a league title after 30 years, and they're competing for 5 years, I have to sit here and pick between City and Liverpool, and then having Hussam going on channels and saying, oh, well, you guys might as well get a medal for supporting City because you've been cheering for them for the past 5 years. That's humiliating. All these things are having McFred in midfield. That's humiliating. Having David De Gea in goal after 12 years. That's humiliating. There's so many humiliations that I could talk about, but we're not here to talk about the past. We're here to talk about the future, Hussam. The future is bright. The future for me is bright, Habibi. For you, it's not really that. I've seen you stress yesterday on your channel. I was like, you know what? Let me check in on my Akhi, see how Akhi's doing today. And I've seen you, bro. I've seen you stressed, bro. I'm like, bro, relax. I messaged you. I was like, Habibi, keep it fresh. And you told me you don't want to keep it fresh because you know what's happening, bro. This is your worst nightmare and my best dream. And my best dream is coming true, bro. Very soon, the news are going to be official. And Hussam, we don't know where Hussam is going to lose his hat because he's going to be running naked in the streets. He doesn't know how he's going to react.
No, I won't.
He does not know how he's going to react when the news comes out.
I won't be running naked. Astaghfirullah, bro.
Listen, Habibi, you don't know. I'm going to give you an advice, Habibi. I want you to sit there and start thinking, what am I going to do when the news are official? Okay? Just like some of Man United fans had to sit there and wonder, what are you going to do when City win the treble? We all had plans. You need to have a plan too, because it's game over for you. It's game over for Liverpool. And the future, as I said, it's bright for us.
Okay. Ozzy, big up to me, says a Jordanian and Egyptian, my type of boys night in. Well, we're about to add another one. And he isn't Jordanian because I'm only Jordanian content creator, I think. So joining us on the channel is someone we need sometimes logic, And the problem with Mustafa is he lacks logic. He's just going to come up here he's just gonna dunk on Liverpool Football Club. He's just gonna be 100% tribal, zero objectivity whatsoever. He's just here to
I'm the polar opposite of you if you think of it. You are the Liverpool version of me. We just sit here and just dunk on each other. So
no. I'm calm. I'm not even trying to be tribal today. Joining us on the channel, as you guys know, of course. Who else is the Egyptian content creator? Who else? Who else is gonna join us other than the judge himself? The judge has pulled up to This Is Football. Only 17 minutes late, but joining us on the channel is the man himself. Man like Judge Mo is in the building. How are you doing?
I'm okay. You started 9 minutes ago, and I've joined the stream when Mustafi was just waffling. See, and I'm like,
I thought this guy was going to be a judge. I thought he was going to be a judge.
Bro, I joined the stream about 5 minutes ago. And you keep talking and talking. I'm like, can he stop talking so I can join the stream? Can he stop talking? And I'm like, oh my God, here we go. You're coming on Sam's channel. You're trying to, but you have every right. The Qataris shows your club. Absolutely. I'm so happy. Listen, as an Arab, I don't know what you want to ask. As an Arab, I will be happy and I hope and I wish that someone can ask the Bahrainis or the Kuwaitis to go buy Liverpool. People don't understand how much Arabs love football. They're better than American businessmen, guys. People don't know. Wallahi, you guys don't know. People in England, they say monopoly and not monopoly and stuff like this. You guys don't know. The difference is the Arab guy loves football. Yes, he runs it like a business, but at the same time, he wouldn't mind taking a little bit of a loss if it means his own club will win. But the American one is only auditing business, stock market. It's for the American ones, it's revenue minus expenses equal profit, how much money I made. They don't care about winning or losing. So every English fan and every English journalist, you talk about state-owned clubs, shut up for real and listen to the people that love football. Because stop being a hater because they have money. I'm Egyptian, I don't have money. But I know what it means for an Arab person to own a football club. And by the way, Hussam, we have an Egyptian owning a football club.
Who?
You know that, right? Sawiras.
Villa.
Do you know Sawiras owns Aston Villa?
Aston Villa, yeah. I just remembered. The Egyptian owns a football club. I was thinking.
Egyptian owns Aston Villa.
Yeah, my mind went to a different place. Yeah, Aston Villa. That's true.
Oh no,
And
Fulham?
also,
No, he sold him. Al-Fadi.
he's very competitive as well. He's very competitive.
Yes.
Anyway, before we carry on with this conversation, thank God Mo's here, so I don't have to deal with Mustafa's bullshit on my own. 300 people watching us. 300 people are already in the building. We ain't even started getting into all the details, all of that stuff. That's true also. There's another Egyptian owner in the Premier League, as this comment says. Make sure you guys are slapping the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so right now. 200 likes and my hat's going to come off and you get to see my bald head. That's the price tag on my head to be bald in this stream. So slap that like button. There's 300 of you here. If you want, I can be bald in the next 1 minute. So yeah, like the video, subscribe. Rumors are actually true that Salah did actually allow Man United sale. So here's the thing with the whole Man United sale stuff. You know,
get your last jokes in, Hassan. Just get all your last jokes in. Just get them in because very soon they're gonna be gone. I'm not gonna even react.
I'm so glad Mikem said this. You're just talking a lot for a Carabao Cup winner. You really are.
See,
talking a lot.
I'm saying, get all your jokes in. You will not rattle me today. Today is my day.
It's literally just the Gatorade Cup.
Sam, I know you're gonna have a speech now. I have a couple of questions for you.
But I'm not gonna have a speech. I'm gonna ask you actually.
No. I was gonna ask you first. So we start a conversation about something. Are you gonna have the same energy that you had for City with Man United, saying that they hit the jackpot?
Oof. A good question.
No, absolutely not.
Because they have history.
Yes.
But it could have been you.
Yeah, but we
have
have
been Spurs. It could have been anybody.
Spurs.
So why not the same energy? Why not Liverpool? It could have been Arsenal.
To be fair, Hussam said he wouldn't get the
lucky.
same.
I'm sorry, Hussam. They are gonna be lucky that Qatar, because we all know, and it's public information, if Qatar wanted Liverpool first, but FSG said no, minority stake at the club, and they said no. Go somewhere else, not us. So are you gonna have the same?
No, I won't have the same energy because City are a fake plastic club.
What does that mean?
That's the truth. They were in League 2 20 years ago. What that means? You're an Inter Milan fan. Qatar buying Inter Milan is not the same as Qatar buying Sassuolo.
Yeah, because
so the UAE bought Sassuolo, made them successful, but Inter Milan were big even before the money.
Yeah, they were successful because they were big.
Was Man City big before the money?
No, they weren't. Of course not.
Okay, khalas then. How can I keep the same energy?
Man United but Man United will win more now.
No, but that's not the point. Man United are either 1 and 2.
What do you mean big?
Or 2. Man United are 1 or 2 in clubs in England. Well, you either have them second or first. You either say Liverpool's the biggest or Man United's the biggest. So Man United were big even pre the money. Man United were big anyway. Liverpool were big anyway. Arsenal were big anyway. With Man City, they were nobodies. So of course, how can I cannot keep the same energy. That's why I'm more upset. If I'm glad you mentioned Tottenham. If Qatar bought Tottenham, my head wouldn't be hot. I couldn't care less. Let them go buy Tottenham because Tottenham need 15 years to fix their shit at their club. But it's Man United.
They didn't need that much in Man City to fix things.
Yeah, but back then there was no FFP rules. Now there is. So that's the difference.
So FFP actually is there to stop Man City from getting bigger.
Yes, but it's not just Man City. It's stopping all the new clubs. That's why Newcastle...
So what do you mean? So you want only old clubs to be big?
Let me tell you. That's why Newcastle right now, they have to build step by step. They can't usurp the process. You go look at the first 4 or 5 summers City had madness.
Yeah,
madness.
Yeah, it was absolutely
okay. So now Newcastle. Do you think Newcastle are going to spend 300 million this summer? No, they won't. They're going to spend what? Maybe 70, 80, 90, 100.
I think the solution is not buying player. I think it's salary cap.
I mean, they are talking about that, but
salary cap is the best solution for English.
Salary cap won't work. Too many players in football.
No, it's not salary cap on players. It's salary cap on clubs. You can only spend on wages depending on how much you make. It's not about buying players now. You can go get Neymar if you want, but make him his only high paid player.
But that's exactly what I'm telling you. It won't work.
Why?
If you give, okay, I'm giving you an example. There's too many players in football. There's 25-man squad. How are you going to distribute that salary cap evenly?
No. But you put it of salary cap. For example, 250 million. If you want to get one star, 100 million, it's up to you. That means the rest of the 25-man squad, they need to be players that will accept. Yes. So it's how you run the club. It's not about spending. It's how you do. Man City have the third highest wage. Chelsea have the highest wage. Okay, that could have been prevented with salary cap.
So then, essentially, you're going to remove bonuses. Because Mo, I've already had this conversation with you.
It's a whole restructure, bro. It's not going to work.
You know, Mo. I think Daps has
nothing to do with. No, absolutely not. I actually tell him stuff that, in my opinion, absolutely not.
Just Daps has brushed on you.
Absolutely not. I had the same energy about Man City.
1 second. The whole third and wages thing. You have to consider bonuses as well.
No, but see, Hussam, I get what you're saying. It might be the bonuses might be 50,000.
Yeah, Haaland, every time he scores a goal,
it's money. Just listen to me. But so the same thing goes for every club. You can have bonuses. We only can go with what we see in public, with the public information, Hussam. I cannot assume what you're saying are assumptions, Hussam. I'm going with facts. That means the facts are the public information. Wages of players is a public information. They have to make it public, right? What you're saying is something underneath the table that can be investigated. What I mean is that I'm going to come and give you 100K, but if we win the league, I'm going to give you another 150, whatever. You know what I mean? That something can be investigated. I'm talking about the public stuff. You don't think that happens in the NBA, in MLS? It happens. Okay, it gets investigated.
That's different. The reason why I mentioned the whole City wage gap thing, the City are not actually third in wages because they pay insane bonuses and they pay insane.
Do you know that for a fact?
Yes.
Can you please send me that so I stop saying that? Because so I need to stop saying this because I hate saying fake shit. Because I went to websites like 3-4 and they put City as third in the wage bill. I'm not making this up. You guys,
okay, no problem.
Mo, let me ask you something. Do you know that even in the NBA, because I know that's where you're getting the salary cut from, it's basically how American sports are ran. But do you understand that even in American sports, there's certain franchises that are allowed a bigger salary cap than other teams?
League. I said that.
Okay, so I just wanted to make that
depending on how much you win and make, of course.
It's not even that. So, like, I'll tell you something. The Knicks, as an example, the Knicks and the Lakers, they're allowed the biggest salary cap in the NBA because they're the two of the biggest franchises. Now they generate so much money because obviously one is the LA franchise and one is New York. So these are the two biggest markets, which is why they get to spend more than others. Now there could be a cap, but I feel like if you try to bring that in football, actually it would still harm more of the smaller.
I don't think so.
The big ones.
Do you know why I'm saying? It's, by the way, salary cap in the Premier League isn't for now. Okay, Hussam, stop searching. You can send me later because you have to go to the super chat.
No, I'm searching right now. Haaland's report.
Can you send me that later? People know that. People believe you.
Yeah, akhi, 1 second. Haaland's wage is 132 grand a week.
Okay.
This is how people come tell you City have the third wage, blah, blah, blah. Okay, 132 grand a week, and then 100 grand every time he scores a goal, and 50 grand every time he gets an assist, and 10 grand every time they get a clean sheet.
Do you have this info?
And
do you have this info? Okay, so let me tell you.
Just reported this week. Just this week.
Okay.
Yeah, akhi, 1 second. Just this week, City winning the league has given every single player £1 million bonus.
Yeah, but that's not wage.
Yeah, how is that? It's a bonus
because
it's masked. But it's a way to mask these wages.
Guys talking about
it's a way to mask it.
So they knew. So when they signed the player, they told them, okay, so hear me out because you're absolutely talking. For me, you're talking facts, but in a way that you make it look manipulative, right? You make it look manipulative, right? So Haaland joined them and they told them, we're gonna give you only 130, but listen. We will win the league this year and we'll give you an extra 100 for every week you played if we win the league. That's not wage. That's a bonus. That means he has to work.
What did I say at the start of the argument?
Come on.
What did I say at the start?
No, but that's what we're saying. Right. You're masking it. It's like, okay, let me use another example. When he went to City,
Stuffy, you're absolutely understanding me wrong. You're absolutely understanding me wrong because I said there are bonuses based on performances. These are not wages because you might not hit these targets. So they're not
Moment,
guaranteed.
that is my point from the start.
Yes.
Manchester City do not actually have the third highest wages because of the bonuses.
But
Because
the
of
bonuses are not
insane-
wages. So now I am
Yeah,
saying the
but
bonuses are not wages.
But was Haaland really not going to
is the
score these
same as
goals that he
Michael-
Oh yeah,
knows?
yeah, yes. Okay, good.
It's
Every
the
single
same at
pundit,
Liverpool.
Mustafi, I'm gonna respond to Staffy. I'm sorry, Hassan. I know this is your channel, but just give me a second. Staffy, every single pundit told me, pundits, right? Football experts, that Haaland is not gonna score more than 20 goals. Every single one. I never said that.
He said football.
That's
pundits,
why I
so
said
he didn't say that.
pundits, so-called pundits.
يا عمي بلا pundit بلا بطيخ. Forget all that. all I'm saying is, when you have a bonus incentivized wage, you can't come here and act like City are running their club in a proper structure, because my club does the same. Most
Your
Salah
club
earns
does the
350
same.
يا أخي, let me speak.
Yeah,
Salah earns 350. Salah earns 350 grand a week, right? This 350 grand a week, there's going to be bonuses. Clean sheet bonus, assist bonus, goal bonus, appearance bonus, Ballon d'Or bonus, أبصر شو. For when you look at where City have been over these last 4 or 5 years, we cannot look just at the wage number and go like, خلاص, oh, this is the gospel.
Why?
It is not. Because
Tell me why.
We
Tell me
literally
why.
just explained why.
Because
No.
there are-
He told
Okay,
me
I'll
the
tell you right
information.
now.
You need to tell me why.
I'll
we
tell you
can't.
right now. Let's use Mustafa because his club is a failed club. Failed club will give the players high wages regardless of performance. So
Yeah.
currently at Man United, it's not as incentivized. But when you look at the book at the end of the year, at the end, when it's all stripping off and you're just looking at how much every player earned, City players earned a lot more. Liverpool players earned a lot more because they give a higher base salary. Other clubs give higher incentive. But anyway, listen, here's the thing. I don't want to keep talking about Man City. No need for fake clubs. We're talking about real clubs. I'm jealous, but as long as Pep is here, no chance. I mean,
don't be that.
I mean, listen,
No chance for what? For us?
He's only 2
Listen,
years,
UAE
my friend.
versus
Don't get
Qatar
used to
versus
it.
Saudi. UAE versus Qatar versus Saudi. Kuwait, call me. I can set up the whole, the takeover of Liverpool, inshallah, via Kuwait. I'm going to do it, inshallah. Big up to you, Tombe. Thank you so much for the super chat. Big up to Shako, says Salams Mu'min and Hussam. Damn, he
يعني
said
Mustafa's
Yeah,
bad,
he just
يعني
ignored
حرام
me.
عليك. Come on. Shaka,
He
wallahi,
has to be a
this
Liverpool
is
fan, so
disrespect.
he
he's
said
never a
screw
Liverpool fan.
Mustafa. That's crazy. Around the corner, Sheikh Jassim is getting ready to do the Glazers Kurbani. The nightmare over soon, inshallah. Inshallah.
He's a Man United fan. This is the Man United
You're a
fan.
Man United fan, and you absolutely ignored me with all the Man United stuff. Thank you,
Inshallah. Inshallah,
Mr.
Man
Shaka.
United are the sacrificial sheep, and Liverpool is very meal at the end of the day.
Listen,
Inshallah,
bro,
it's the other way around.
I'm letting you get all your jokes. It's over, bro. Wallah, I'm here just to. As a
Habibi, I know
that's
it's
all
over.
I'm doing.
Wallahi, I know
Wallah,
it's
and
over.
it just does it.
I know it's over.
Are we gonna get to the real talk, or we're
Yes,
just gonna
we were
freaking
gonna get
joke
to the real
around?
talk until you wanted me to keep the same energy for a club
gonna
that
joke
existed
around.
15 years ago. Bro, Man United's my biggest rival, but Man United being bought by Qatar is 100 times different. Let me tell you something that the Prime Minister of the UK said. The Prime Minister of the UK said Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester United are cultural assets of England. No one would ever say that about Man City 50 years ago.
But they
Like,
will be.
come on, man. Man City is just some made-up club. Every day you wake up, some 3 new City fans spawn in your area. Bunch of fake.
Probably you're not old enough. Okay, probably you're not old enough. In the early 2000s and before that, Arsenal globally weren't the biggest club. Okay, it was Liverpool, and then it was a little bit, because I started watching Man United a little bit in Saudi Arabia in about 96. It was a show twice a week about Man United. They had Sharp on here. You remember, like, get Sharp, the red Sharp thing, Eric Cantona and this. Okay, in my opinion, but someone just told me Mo being salty. I thought you are a Man City fan, Ravi, or whatever. No, the next one.
Bro, if you read the comments all the time, you're never gonna get anything done.
I'm never gonna get anything.
I
get
abused.
And then they started gaining fan base, Hussam. Okay, so what happens is, wallahi, a couple of weeks ago, I was walking with my wife here in City Center in Houston, Texas, and I saw a couple of kids wearing the Man City away jersey. Why do you think they started supporting Man City? They grew up. They wanted to watch international football.
They're glory hunters.
Yeah. Okay.
Mo, but he's talking. Listen.
Why
I get what you're
they're
trying
the
to say.
kids?
That
Osam,
they
they're
started-
kids. Osam, they're kids.
Mo,
They're
they
kids.
started
This is
their
first-
history.
So
Hold on.
every single. So Staffy is a glory hunter. Staffy, where did you
No,
grow up?
I am
How
not.
old
Hold
is-
on, bro. Hold
Let
on.
me-
Hold on.
Osam, you're a glory hunter. I know
The
why you
reason
supported
he's
Liverpool.
saying that, yeah, Mo,
You're
you need to
actually
No, you
a
understand.
glory hunter. I know. I know
Mo,
you,
the reason
No,
he's
I
saying
don't.
that.
Can I
listen,
explain
listen,
why I
Staffy?
support
Staffy,
Liverpool.
This
Staffy,
is
can
one
you
of the
tell
few
me,
times I'm
when
ever
did
gonna
you
agree with
support?
Hossein.
When did you support Staffy? When did you start supporting Man United?
2006.
Why did you support Man United? 2006.
Do you want the actual story to why I supported Man United? Because it's the dumbest story ever, and you're probably not gonna believe me. But I actually started supporting Man United in 2006 because of FIFA. That's all I knew about football at that time. See, you don't like the story because it's not. It doesn't fit your narrative.
It doesn't fit my narrative.
You were probably hoping
And
that
my
I'm gonna
story
say
don't fit your narrative either. Staffy.
because
You know
Hossein,
why I thought-
he
But
probably
you guys
hoping
don't
that I said I
understand.
was.
Has anybody
دقيقة,
heard
one
about
second.
Man City? Has anybody heard
يا
about
أخي,
Man
one
City before
second.
2010?
First of all, by definition, you cannot call a Liverpool fan glory hunter because there was no glory to hunt, Habibi. What
This
was
guy
that?
didn't see any trophies.
I know
until
a
the last
lot of my
fight.
Egyptian friends. A lot of my Egyptian friends supported Liverpool for 2005. They saw
طيب, do you want me to
Liverpool-
name you the 08-09 team now from top to bottom?
No, I know that you support Liverpool.
طيب,
What do you
okay.
mean 08?
What was I hunting?
2005.
Carling Cups, Habibi?
2005. I mean,
No,
Then,
I started supporting
but
Liverpool.
not Liverpool.
No,
not
no, no,
Liverpool.
no, no.
To be honest, not
I started
Liverpool.
supporting Liverpool in 2003, not 2005. And the reason is I liked Michael Owen. Simple as. I watched Michael Owen 2002 World Cup. I liked him.
But fine.
And then he broke my heart when he moved to these
So we agree that most of Man United fans, the global fans, supported Man United because they were the winning team.
Do we
Yeah,
agree
but that's
that
how
Man
it
City
is
a
with
fake club?
Barcelona. That's how it is
So,
with
so
Real
why we
Madrid.
don't have the same
That's not
energy
how-
for Man City kids?
Because
now?
Hosseim's point is that these two clubs, way before any of us were even born, these two clubs have always been big in England.
Thank you.
Regardless
Okay,
of the
Man
periods where
United
Liverpool
didn't win
didn't
anything from
win.
the 60s to the 90s. Okay.
No, they
Listen,
won.
I wasn't
something. Who
alive
said
in
they
this
didn't win
time to
anything?
tell you
They
who was
didn't win
picking
something
up
big,
fans at
Osam.
that time.
They didn't pick something
No, they
big.
won league titles. Who said? يا أخي, check your history بالله عليك يا أخي.
Bro, see what you did? I'm reading the comments. Everyone now is calling me an American glorified fan or whatever. You just started a thing where people are gonna be like, "Oh, look, first of all, I didn't even live in America when I started cheering for Man United. I lived in Egypt, and I started supporting this team before I even know anything about the Premier League."
La, Hussam,
So-
I'm right, Hussam. The last time they won the league, I knew this, 67, and the first time is 6 years after Fergie took over, 92. So 30 years or less than 30 years, they didn't win the league. 20 something, Hussam.
طب ما
Okay, my
أنت
Yeah,
you
but
said
that doesn't mean you're not a big club in England at that time. Yes,
I'm sure you
clubs-
have a big history and big club. Yes, of
Clubs weren't
course.
as global at that time, but if you're talking after the 60s, that's after the Busby Babes. So you're talking about one of the best generations in English football. So at that time, even if they go 20 years without winning anything, that team already had a
You guys
European
are two
Cup.
global fans.
Okay,
You guys
okay,
are
Bro,
moment, let me
we
give you
did, none of
final
us were
answer.
born
You
in
guys are
England. What
two
do you want me
global
to
fans,
say?
and I'm a global fan, and I 100, maybe not you personally, so you guys took it personally, but we know that some people support.
Yes, of course, of course.
A lot of people globally support the team that wins, like the people that supported Barcelona because of Messi.
Yes, like
Before
people
that,
support-
people
like the
supported Real
Egyptians
Madrid
who
for
support
Zidane.
Liverpool because of Salah. I know, yes.
So
Like a lot of Egyptians support Liverpool now, Egyptians for Mo Salah.
Because of Mo
They have-
Salah, 100%.
I
Now-
will never discredit them, Hussam. And don't
Okay,
discredit
thank
these
you.
people.
Now I will just say one statement, and it'll be the final time I defend United all stream. After that, it's F United again. But let me just show you how unbelievable you've been. You're actually getting me and Mustafa to agree. You're
me and
getting.
Hussam are
I know
agreeing
why.
to do something.
I know why, because you both
No,
are
no,
global
no, because
fans
you're
for big
saying I know
clubs.
why. Let me defend Man United. Hear me out. Hear me out. Let me just speak. The reason why, by the way, guys, there's 500 people watching us. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing right now. Every single person right now, like the video, subscribe. Big up to Shaka and Chombe for the super chats. Everyone right now, please like the video. Please subscribe. Now, I'm going to defend Man United. The reason why.
Get us,
some
can, I,
people
can I say something? Please?
Yeah,
Yeah,
أخي.
خليه
Before you
يتكلم.
talk.
يا أخي, let me
500 people here, guys. 500 people here. You guys are slacking. I need the likes to 200 now so Hussam can take off the hat. It's so easy, guys. Well, it is so easy to hit that like button. It looks like I want the likes to run now. Run now. I want to see Hussam bold in the stream so people
Wait,
can
Hussam,
record
Hussam, I
him
got you, bro.
and make a meme of him on Twitter. Now, get the likes to 200
I don't
in the
wanna be
next
next
2
to this
minutes,
guy,
bro.
no.
In the next 2 minutes now. It's running now. It looks like this, it's free. I need that likes 200 now so he can take off the hat. Do it now. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Go ahead. Have your state.
Okay, guys. The reason why I cannot keep the energy the same for Manchester United, and this will be one more time, the last time I defend Man United all stream long. Manchester United, with Qatar, without Qatar, are a big club. Manchester United are either just so we don't debate this. They are either the second biggest club or the biggest club according to whoever. Someone in the comments will say first, someone will say second. Everyone knows the two biggest clubs in England are Liverpool and Man United. So now, whether Qatar comes or Qatar doesn't come, or Kuwait, or India, or Jordan, or Egypt, it doesn't matter because they were a big institution anyway. Manchester City, before 2008, were a nothing club. Manchester City were Bournemouth, and they just won the Champions League. That's why I cannot keep the same energy, because I saw in my lifetime Man United win 13 league titles in my lifetime, at least since I was born. They've won 10, 8, 9, they've won 2 Champions Leagues in my life, just in my life alone. So whether they get the money or not, they're massive. Liverpool, whether we get money or not, we're massive. With Man City, it would be like I've already explained to you since you're our Italian representative. There's a difference between Qatar buying Inter Milan and Qatar buying Sassuolo. Man City are Sassuolo. That's it.
100%.
Simple as if
Nobody disagreed. I don't disagree.
Khalas, done then. We agree.
I don't disagree. Like, if that's
Okay,
your
perfect.
statement, I 100% agree with you, and I
Okay,
stand
and
there
that's
and
why
I
I
say
can't keep the
Osam
same
is
energy.
correct here.
Okay, that's
But
why I
he's
can't
been
keep the
saying
same
that
energy.
all the time. Why did it take you this long to understand what he was saying?
My defense is for the kids, and I said that before. If you are from Manchester and you supported Manchester City when they were through the trenches, I respect you. Okay? If you never supported a football club before and you're now starting to support football and you go and support Man City, it's up to you. If you ever change your club, I will not have zero.
I've
respect
seen
for
people
you.
with my 2 eyes change clubs.
But
I know.
I have zero disrespect to these. I have zero respect for these people, and it's gone. Let's talk about Man United. But first, you need to take the hat off because I got you 215 likes. Okay?
No, you haven't. Where is the 200 likes?
Yeah, it's
Watch.
215.
216 likes in 2 minutes.
It's literally on 196 right now. Guys, the video.
No, like the video, guys, so he can see it. His laptop is delayed, like his brain or
It's literally
something.
at 196.
His laptop is
No,
delayed. like
it
his
is
brain.
over 200, bro. He's
It's
not lying.
196 right now. Like the video, get up
It's
to 200 and I'll take
221,
off my
bro.
hat.
He is.
Wallahi, it's 221.
Yeah, yalla, like it.
Like the
Okay,
video,
now
guys,
it's
his delayed.
198,
His brain is
199.
delayed. His laptop is delayed. His internet is delayed. Go ahead, like the
199,
video.
we're at 1 away.
He's only thinking of that 115 charges for City. He doesn't want to see any other number, but it's
Go
over
ahead,
200.
guys. Yes, here you go.
Oh,
Wallah, you guys are legends. Now I need pictures all over Twitter now.
Hussam
شعرك
the
حلو.
Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Wallahi, you look good كده. ما اعرفش ليه you want to grow your hair again.
No, I don't know.
Now
I
let's
have a
be
square
serious.
head.
Now let's talk serious now. For
Anyway.
the banter and shit. Like we have been late. I have
Okay.
a game in 2 hours, so
Oh, we've been serious.
well,
Okay,
that's
now
not
let
serious,
me
that's
just
banter.
restore this back. Now I can be not next to Staffy anymore because I will not claim him for the next conversation. So
Habibi, it's mutual, wallahi.
here's first of all, no. I don't know what site you think
who
This
this
is
said
not
is.
OnlyFans. Guys, this is not
Brother, I don't know
OnlyFans.
what-
Relax.
Have you JW Akhi, have you logged into the wrong site, Habibi? Have you do you know this is YouTube, Akhi? This is YouTube, Habibi. You can download Play Store, you can download YouTube, Akhi. What is this? Shirt comes off my ass, ya akhi. Like the video and khalas. But thank you for the super chat. Anyway, moving on to Man United. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, here's the thing. Speaking of Man United, when it comes to this whole conversation regarding Man United, I saw Momin on the stream yesterday, and he was talking about this whole Man United stuff. The interesting thing is actually, ever since I told you guys I want to do this stream, there's actually new news. The Al Watan newspaper isn't actually owned by Sheikh Jassim.
Even so, Wikipedia Hussam says that, which is very strange.
Yeah, they said it was 50% owned, and today
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
news coming out saying that it's
Anyway,
not the
go
case.
ahead. Keep
Yeah,
going.
so-
He backtracked and said the other.
It kind of changed up a little bit. Do you think this is as over as people make out?
Were you
I
asking me or-
actually think it is over. I think they are just trying to squeeze the last bit. I think Man United are bought by the Qataris. The announcement is going to happen soon. If people don't believe me, because I think Ratcliffe isn't going to offer as much money. He's now already today talking about investing the money in Nice, which is whatever he wants to do. He wants to do. I'm happy for my Arab guy. I know Sam isn't happy. I swear, Allah, I'm being neutral here. I'm happy for the Arab world that they're going to have 3 state-owned clubs. And I really hope and wish that Bahrain buys Liverpool tomorrow to make it competitive. I think it's done. I think Sam, it's over. I think it's already gone. Man, not Qataris.
That's what I said, Mo. I said there's no smoke without fire, bro.
Yes.
You know, and if anything, like Qataris have been keeping quiet this whole time. Like we didn't hear much coming out of the Qatari camp as much as we did from Sir Jim Ratcliffe. We heard way more coming from Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And I think yesterday was like maybe the first kind of official thing. It's not really official, but kind of official thing coming out of Qatar this whole time, you know. And for them to react the next day and just like try to like, you know, keep it on the low, it just makes me see this even more, because it was like what, 2 days after the Khalifi news from the PSG, whatever.
Yeah, not
so
Khalifi,
like, yeah, when they said he was involved, and then he was like, "Oh no, I didn't get involved." Blah blah blah. It's all just happening so quick, and it's such short period of time, which makes me believe, like you said, like maybe the papers are not signed off officially. Like you said, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know the legal work, but I really do think in any moment now we're gonna get an announcement that this club has been sold. It's been done and dusted. Maybe that's why the other day they were just talking about increasing the bid, because maybe last week they were finalizing just a little last few things between the deal between the Glazers and Qatar. I really do think it's over, bro. You know, as I said, there's no smoke without fire, and very soon I think the news are going to come out official.
So you guys both think it's all over, basically. Like, you think this
so
whole
hear me out about one more thing. I don't think so. A lot of people in the chat that keep saying, "Sam, it's over for your club." Guys, just being realistic here. Liverpool could have won 2 more leagues in the past 5 years. They missed up on 1 point. They could have won 2 Champions Leagues. Okay, if Salah wasn't injured, I believe that year Liverpool would have won the Champions League. So it's not completely over because Man United are bought by the Qataris, even under FSG. However, I think actually it's a good thing for Liverpool that Man United are bought by the Qataris from a different point of view. I think instead of battling one team, which was Man City, now you're going to have to battle Man City, Newcastle, and Man United. And I believe even if these owners care about the money, right, you're going to be left behind. You're now going to be battling 3 clubs for trophies, for honors. Liverpool made so much money in the last 6-7 years just because they came back to the top again. Look at kids wearing Salah's jersey, Van Dijk, Alisson, all over the world, Trent. When you get left behind, your owners will think, even if you stay with the same owners, they're going to think about the money. Now I'm being reasonable. They're still going to think about the money. And the money comes from being there and thereabout, like being around the top. Like, it's not going to be enough for Liverpool to sustain the same success that they had over the past 7 years if they aren't challenging for titles. Maybe if they aren't in the Champions League every year. So what I mean is that it will force, even for a bit, Liverpool and Arsenal owners to be competitive, to be competent. Because it's not only Man City now. You're battling 3 teams for the top dollar in the Premier League.
Yeah, but if I battled only one team, if I battled only one team and I always came this close, you know, due to multiple different things. I mean, even like, look, you look at 2020, 2021, for example, many people, the whole injury crisis season, many people forget we were top of the league in that January. Any serious club, if we had City owners, we go buy a serious centre-back, we win the English Premier League. Simple as. We end up buying Ozan Kabak. We took Ozan Kabak to the Santiago Bernabeu, and then he didn't even start for relegated Norwich. And Ben Davies currently plays for Rangers. You look at last summer, the same stuff. We just signed Konate and khalas. We dipped. We didn't sign anyone else. Now, this is the problem. It comes back to lack of investment, lack of ambition. You're mentioning Arab owners. The difference between Arab owners and American owners is as follows. So Staffy knows this as well right now. If you call the Glazers, the Kroenkes, and FSG and give them top 4 for the next 10 years, they will shake your hand.
They'll take it all the time. Yep.
If you call Sheikh Mansour and tell him top 4, he will not shake your hand. He'll say, no, I want to win. So that's the difference. So
I said that in the beginning. I said, yeah.
Okay, so I have an owner without an ambition competing against 3 owners with ambition. So it makes it 100%.
So it will have to be fixed. You don't think it has to be?
So you're saying they're going to develop an ambition gene? I don't think
not
so.
Ambition, but they will have to at least invest more.
But Mo,
your battery. Listen, look at me.
But
So listen to me.
Listen to me.
Listen to me. If you race somebody and you always come second and you're happy with second, okay, and now the next two teams in F1 develop better cars, okay, and now all of a sudden you're gonna become fourth. You're not gonna become second. Doesn't that gonna make you think maybe I'll need to be a little bit more competent to at least be able to come second or third?
No, because
you don't think that.
Because when it was a 2-horse race, it was easier. If I have to race Hussam only, that's easier than having to race Hussam and Mo.
So that's
now
exactly my point.
No,
exactly my point.
I know, I get what you're saying, but you're looking at it as now the drop off is higher. So now you can go from second to third. This is how you're looking at it from the bottom. I'm looking from the top where I had one man to worry about and I didn't care. So now when it's more, it's harder for me to care again because it's like I could have won and I showed no ambition. Now there's more people that are gonna like just.
What do you mean no ambition? They were happy with second, Mustafi. So that means saying what you're saying is that the
second,
one that was
third,
happy
and
with
fourth
second,
is same, Mo. It doesn't matter to them if they dropped it.
Let me tell you why they're not the same. Because Spurs freaking were in the Champions League for years and years and years. Okay, Liverpool have amazing globalization around the world by challenging Man City. It's not only by being second and third or fourth. They're not the same, guys. It's being second, third, and fourth. Being second, third, and fourth are the same when the first team is 20 points every year. But Liverpool were head to head with Man City. They were going for a quad last year.
Yeah, Mo, they lost the league by 1 point last season. And what did they do this summer? They gave them,
You're saying second and third or fourth are the same in terms of revenue. That's when we're all together. Liverpool, I am sure 100% that Liverpool, globally, people bought more jerseys when you are in the news challenging for the league title. When you are right next to Man City, people, I'm sure that Liverpool were so good last year that people started supporting Liverpool again, even though Man City are winning.
But here's the problem. We made record revenues, but that still didn't result in us spending record amounts of money. This is the thing. So like basically what
because it was good enough, because it was good enough.
Yeah, but now you have to fend off Man United.
I have worked with Mustafa 17 times. Me and him have never agreed this much ever in a straight.
Yeah, wallahi, yeah.
Because the points you're making are wild, wallahi. You're saying the guy who drives the Honda beat the Ferrari guy one time in the race. Now I'm gonna bring Ferrari, I'm gonna bring McLaren, and I'm gonna bring and the
so
Honda.
All of a sudden, I want to upgrade my Honda. Like,
let me explain it in numbers then, because you don't understand it in numbers, right? The guy that has the Ferrari used to win the race, and the guy that has the Honda customized his car. So the guy that won the race always made $1 million. And the guy in second that had the Honda and everybody around him had like a Toyota, okay, we're coming second and making 900,000. Now, other people brought McLarens and bought Lamborghinis, okay, and now they're gonna be, one is gonna make $1 million, the second is gonna make 900, and the third is gonna make 700. Now you're gonna only make 500. The Honda. You don't think that they're gonna invest a little bit to go back to win 900 again because they tasted that 900? It's not about winning the race. It's about the money. I am putting it money-wise. I'm not saying it ambition. I'm telling you guys, it's money. These businessmen, listen, they look at the market and they invest more to make more. And you know that when you're second in the market, you need to invest a little bit more. Like Microsoft, Apple, Samsung.
Oh, I get all you're saying, bro. Listen, I'm getting all you're saying, but I think
I'm money-driven, guys. I'm not talking about winning.
Listen, you're missing a very big point, but maybe this is why there's a conflict between me, Hussam, towards you right now, where we get what you're saying, but we just don't agree with it. You're talking about it, yes, in a financial way and all that, but you got to also consider now, even if you want to be competitive, you're sitting there and you're like, you know what? I used to worry about City only. Now I have to worry about City and United, so I got to step up.
Thank you.
You trying to step up still doesn't mean that you could do anything. Yeah, obviously Newcastle's coming through, but now you used to fend off one team. If there was a good player coming into the Premier League right outside of City, who else would they want? Where else would they want to go? You'd be like, all right, maybe they want to go to Liverpool. But now you have to fend off Manchester United because not only does Manchester United have a big history like Liverpool, now they have Man City's money. So it's like you put steroids in Man City, steroids in Liverpool, which is a team with history. The steroids are money. So now there's two giants that you gotta fend off every time you want to go for a world-class player or anyone is rumored around the Premier League. You don't have to worry about City spending only. You have to worry about Man United now, because Man United actually can spend so much more with City if you get the Qataris in. So it makes their job a lot harder.
You look at the steroids example, just using like as a guy who goes to the gym, just look at it. It's like putting steroids on Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's already big as hell. And now you're telling Rey Mysterio to beat the other three. Like,
I don't think you're Rey Mysterio, man.
Let me just run through the super chats, man. Shaka says, Mashallah, Hussam, it's come back from Hajj, inshallah, one day, my brother, inshallah. Hussam Nurmagomedov settings today. Victor says, Qatar will be owned for Man United. It's over. Hussam, Man United will be owned by the Qatari. Bring your Qatari flag. I'm not bringing a Qatari flag anytime soon, my brother Victor. Thank you for the super chat. But you ain't going to see that nowhere near my name or anything like that, because now we are enemies. Big up to you, Victor. The Glazers are greedy. They might still take the Ratcliffe offer, inshallah, ya Rab, ya Rab, because it means they are still on the Man United gravy train and get billions to boot. That is true. And that's why I'm just holding off a little bit of a hope, just a little bit, in case the Glazers' greed kicks in. They're going to give it.
Well, it's better.
Listen, inshallah, they're greedy.
It's better for the Premier League if Man United.
But big up to you,
Qataris. JW. Go ahead.
It'll be better if Liverpool get bought by Qatars. It's not ambition for US owners. Football is business. For Arab owners, it's a hobby. Hobby is where you spend money. Business is where you make money. Yes, but this is the point I was kind of making earlier on. Look, we don't need to start speculate with anything. There is nothing to speculate with. The FSG CEO came out himself and said, we look at the sports industry like a business. So it's all about making money. Now, from their perspective, that's why Mo's point doesn't stand. From their perspective, they couldn't compete with one guy. Now they're about to insert 3 guys to compete with that can spend endless amounts of money. So this is where the problems lie. So now from FSG's perspective, they're like, oh, I used to be able to spend like 5 million net and somehow challenge for the league, somehow blah, 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 somehow blah, 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 get top 4. Now, I've got to deal with those 3, and I've got to deal with ambitious Stan Kroenke, which we saw win the NBA like literally yesterday. I've got to deal with ambitious Todd Bowley. That's already 5. So now I'm competing with Tottenham for who is the lesser of the joke. That's basically what I'm competing with. Aslan says that 5th Champions League position will be a curse for LFC fans. I mean, starting next season, we're going to qualify based on quote-unquote heritage. So if we finish 5th, apparently we qualify. So listen, it is what it is, man. Qualifying for the Champions League anyway shouldn't be a measurement of success for a club the size of Liverpool or a club the size of Man United. Maybe a club the size of Inter, it's success. Anyway, everyone watching us right now, 500 people watching us. Make sure you're slapping the like button. Make sure you're all subscribing to this football if you're yet to do so. Get us to 400 likes minimum. Slap that like button now. Subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so. Big up to Aslan, Ed, Victor, JW, Shaka, and Chombe for the super chats. Big up to you guys. I said 200 likes and the hat's off. The hat's off. So, a man of my word. So, keep liking the video. Keep subscribing to This Is Football. Nothing else is coming off because this is YouTube. Murad says there is an American in the Premier League who spend mad money. That's true, Murad. That's true. But this is where the levels of ambition have to come into play. Stan Kroenke, for example, sent his son with Arsenal fans to go like, be excited, Arsenal fans, and they actually went and they won. And you look at Stan Kroenke across his American sports, across all the American sports he's involved with, he's won. He's won with the Nuggets, he's won with the Rams, he's won with the multiple different sports franchises he wins, which shows you he has that winning mentality. But in reverse, currently, as things stand right now, Boston Red Sox fans are FSG out even stronger than the Liverpool fans and are calling out Fenway Sports Group every week. Boston Red Sox fans hate FSG more than us Liverpool fans do, which shows you there's a difference. By the way, they have another team, a third hockey team, the Carolina something. I don't know what the hell, the new مش عارف إيش. That club sucks too. So they have 3 clubs that absolutely suck right now. And do you think they give a fuck? No, they don't. It's all about spending it on Linda's new tits. Big up to Khusay says maybe FSG will be forced to tell unless they are holding out for the Super League if that becomes a thing again.
There's no Super League, Khalas. You know, the Super League, Juventus got an agreement with UEFA to denounce the Super League. So
yeah. Khusay, here's my thing. There's a reason why I think, they're just waiting for Klopp's contract to expire. I think there is light at the end of the tunnel. My problem is I don't know who the hell we're giving the club to, because selling it to Qatar was like would have been like a dream. I think eventually they want to own an NBA team, so they need money. So yeah, Pittsburgh Penguins, whatever, Zift, المهم they suck too. So all their 3 clubs suck. So this is the problem. They just, as an ownership group, they just don't have that mentality. So yeah, thing is, I think they eventually sell, but who we sell to, blah blah blah, all of this is gonna change all of that. So yeah, anyway guys, like the video, subscribe, big up to Murad and Qusay as well, alongside everyone else we shouted out. Just gonna carry on the Man United conversations. So are you guys giving the Jim Ratcliffe side zero hope? Khalas, it's over.
It's never over until it's official. I believe that in business. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, but it's most likely. We're here to talk about the rumors. Like, we don't know. We're not in the room with them. But all I'm saying is that if there is a chance, 5% still, because again, these are businessmen. They might change their opinion and say, we want to stay in the club. Some financial advisor might tell them it's better for you to wait a couple of years in a minority stake than selling now for 6 billion. Like, we know this is not what I mean for Man United and the Glazers. It isn't an emotional decision. It's all going to be based on money and finances. If as a financial advisor tomorrow, because of the stock market increase that happened, and it's going to make them more money, and someone tells them you're going to make more money, it might happen. They might say, no, we're not selling. We're staying with the minority stake just to make money, and then maybe
that's why I thought they would accept the Jim Ratcliffe thing, because he's giving them a stake at the club as well, and they love money. So
yeah,
like,
but listen, there's
but also guys, 6 billion stuffy, 6 billion, and they got offered 6 billion based on the report.
That's what I was gonna say. There's more money cash on the table right now if you sell. As the other one is 3.5 and a 20% stake. Okay, so, and I was gonna mention one more thing. I think we touched on it a little bit earlier. The fact that the news are coming out today that Sir Jim Ratcliffe, they're talking about they're going to invest this money in Nice right now. There's a reason why this came out. I don't know why, but like, you could just use the logic. For the fact that it came out today that they're saying, they're going to reinvest that in Nice, it just shows me that there's a loss there. Someone lost the fight, and it's behind closed doors yet. We didn't see the fight. The video didn't come out yet, where we saw basically Sir Jim just knocked out by the Qataris, So as I said again, basically he lost the fight. So he knocked them out. He's like, nope, you could put your 3.5 in Nice. I'm taking this club fully cash, putting on the table right now, incentives and everything. And I'm taking this club 100%. And you could take that money now, invest in your club. There's a reason why I came out today. This whole time, I mean, he always owned Nice. Why is the news coming out today all of a sudden that he's going to invest that money in that team?
No, but Nice are going through. The thing is, because we're linked to Kefren Turam, who plays for Nice. Like, I think Nice are going through a little bit of a problem right now. I think with the French Federation. So I think that's a completely different thing. I'm very with you. Like, Nice are kind of struggling with the French.
I'm just using the logic.
Let's assume that Man United are bought by the Qataris.
Yeah, that's
what happens next? What happens to the Premier League next?
Hassan might shut his channel for like a couple weeks.
No.
He's gonna need meditation.
Let me just tell you. I think what's gonna happen. I think the league is gonna be more competitive. It's gonna 100%. Be between 3 teams. The viewing numbers are gonna go higher. Okay, people are gonna make more money. Players' prices, and I'm not sure if they're gonna go higher or not, but still, there's financial fair play in there. I think it provides more. I think it provides more entertainment for people. But the likes of Spurs, I think the likes of Villa and the likes of Brighton, yes, they're good, well-run clubs, but I think we've seen what Newcastle can do with some money and the right structure. And I know that the Arabs have the right structure because the Arabs, they learn, they hire the right people for the right places. This is what they do lately. They're not like idiots spending money left and right. They aren't. They spend the money knowing what we can do. I said that on Never a Foul earlier. I was talking with the guys and I said, the Qataris bought PSG for 100 million and the club is valued now as 4 billion. Man City were bought for 300 million and now it's valued at 6.5 billion. So that means there is a lot of growth everywhere in the Premier League, but these people, they know where to spend the money. And it's not game over for everybody. Listen, Arsenal get Rice and Caicedo, they are competitive. Just like this. Both of them, just like that. 200 million makes you competitive the next year. Can you sustain that? You might not. But we learned that you're not going to be able to fight the Arab world where they spend the way they structure their clubs, the way they care about football. Because I think Man City care about football, and I said that many times. And I know the Qataris love football. And it's not only going to be about the money, it's going to be about winning. They want to win. These people invest money because they want to win. You want to call it sports washing, not sports washing, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you sleep at night. It's fine with me. But I think it's just winning.
Yeah, of course it's fine with you because you support an Italian team, so it will never affect you like that anyway. It's not fine by me though.
It affects my club indirect. You don't understand that it affects my club indirect. And also, you got to understand, I support Inter, yes, but I love the Premier League, and you know that. I watch Premier League way more than Serie A. I watch every game in the Premier League. I want the Premier League to be competitive. And the fact is, Saudi Arabia bought Newcastle. The fact is, 15 years ago, Man City were bought by the Emiratis, by the Abu Dhabi people. That's a fact. We're not going to change that. I'm not going to sit here and complain about it and cry and say, oh my God, why did that happen? I am happy that Man United are getting bought by the Qataris because it will provide more competition in the Premier League. That's me as a neutral. Yes, it affects you as a Liverpool fan. It affects a Brighton fan.
You're not a neutral, Mo. You're not a neutral.
I am a neutral. What are you talking about?
Supports Man City. You support Man. You're not a neutral. You're a bad City fan.
I just lost to Man City. I'm definitely not support Man City. People call me.
Well, you wasn't going to support them in the final. We know that one.
You can go to the videos where people called me.
I'm joking.
People called me Arsenal hater. The only thing that people know for a fact is that I love Mo Salah, and I want Mo Salah always to be the top scorer of the Premier League.
To be fair, Mo didn't want City to win the league. I do know that for a
fact.
I
publicly said that I want Arsenal to win the league.
He did say
monopoly.
That, so I'll vouch on that one.
I want different. My best time in the Premier League, watching the Premier League, was between 2009 and 2017, when a different winner of the Premier League every year. 2018, nobody retained the Premier League during that time. See, Cass, here you go. Cass is saying Mo is a Spurs fan.
I mean,
تختلف الأقوال والله يا كابتن حسام والله في الموضوع. People say different things. I have an agenda against every single club. But anyway,
I think the only thing is, I just think, listen, Daps has brainwashed you. It's crystal clear to see.
How is that even possible,
you cannot defend that small club becoming a big club because of money. You just can't. The NHL Penguins are a laughing stock too. Red Sox fans hate John Henry. They are a laughing stock. Bro, I already know the Pittsburgh Penguins. They didn't even make the playoffs. The Red Sox absolutely.
Don't they own the Celtics too?
No. That's Pagliuca. Liverpool sucks too. So they all suck. Anyone related to Fenway Sports
Group? You don't suck. We
just finished
3
fifth.
Champions League finals, winning won the Premier League from the monster Man City. You don't suck. You don't suck.
Okay.
You're just.
Thank you.
For example, you're.
When's the last time we won the Champions League?
2018.
When's the last time we won the Premier League?
2020.
Okay. So we've sucked for 3 years.
Yeah, but everybody else sucked as well.
I don't care about everyone else.
What is this? Everybody else sucked as well.
But Mo, he's looking at his future and it doesn't look bright.
It doesn't look bright.
Honestly, listen, I'm gonna give him respect because if
Sam, you supported
is sitting
Liverpool,
here,
Liverpool didn't win at anything other than the Champions League once in 2005.
I'm not going to sit here and do FA Cup success in the current context.
Exactly, it's not success, but it wasn't that you were a failure of a club.
What do you expect him to say on a stream where we're discussing United getting bought by Qataris? Do you really think he's going to sit here
you just want him to get mad? You just want him to get mad.
I am actually respecting him for what he's saying.
You want him to get crazy on the show?
No.
You want him to get crazy on the show?
I'm actually respecting him because if this guy's sitting here and he sees the image and he's saying, I'm not agreeing that his team sucks because his team is still top 4 in the league, in my opinion.
His team is more successful than your team in the last at least 6-7 years.
So I'm giving him respect. So instead of you sitting here getting rattled and try to instigate between me and him, actually listen to what I'm saying. This guy's sitting here on a stream where we're talking about Qatar owning Manchester United, and he's being honest about the future of his club, and he's saying it's not looking good. And you want him to sit here and be like, no. Well, we won a Champions League 4 years ago.
He's drawing a terrible picture for people.
He's drawing a realistic picture. I don't even need to say anything because he's being a realist.
Let me throw a realistic picture.
Yes.
I tweeted this out. I predict Liverpool are going to become the Atletico Madrid of the Premier League over the next 10 years. No. 1 second. You're laughing. In the next 10 years, Liverpool are going to win 2 league titles. Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, but you were the Atletico Madrid of the Premier League for the last like 30.
No, we weren't because we won
years.
0 league titles. We were the Sevilla.
Exactly. So okay. So and you got better.
Okay, we're Atletico, but I want to become Real Madrid.
So you want him to be happy with the Premier League
can I say something?
Years.
I'm so right. There is one guy in the comments called Ravi. You comment on me when I'm on the football terrace.
Called who?
Ravi.
Ravi.
When I'm on Never Foul, you do. I don't know why you don't like me, my friend. I don't know. Who do you support? Can you tell us in the chat who do you support? You don't like what I say. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm wrong, bro. I'm not like, it's okay. Well, why do you have what are Inter winning these days? Who do you support Ravi. So I can respond to you, bro?
Big up Ravi.
Ravi, who do you support? Tell me in the chat. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
Big up Ravi.
Ravi's a Chelsea fan, by the way.
You're a Chelsea fan. At least yeah. Anyway, don't worry about it.
Klopp has to walk. He's part of the problem. He'll expose them and they won't keep up. They will be forced to leave. Klopp aided and enabled them. I don't think Klopp enabled them at all. I think I watched that press conference again that I told you guys about. And he came out and he publicly said, like, he was like, Carl, you've been in 5,000 press conferences with me. And you know for a fact that we don't have all this money on the table and we refuse to use it. You're telling me if you gave Klopp 400 million to spend, he's going to go like, no, I'm happy with Henderson. Yeah, be real, Qusay. Be real. Akhi, Hussam, Mo is trying to appease the appease move. Has Mo driven Lambo, then thought, nah, Toyota Camry is better? I thought so. This is why LFC fans are upset. This is the thing. Listen, Toyota Camry, I'm so glad you mentioned it. Camry, Corolla, very reliable cars. You know, they're very fuel efficient. They rarely anything happens to them, blah, blah, blah. But you know, when I go to Amman, the capital, and I'm driving with my normal car, I look around me. Yes, there are cars worse than mine. But then I go to Abdul and I sit there and I see Lamborghini and I see Ferrari and I see supercars. And suddenly I feel like I'm riding a bicycle. So what this guy doesn't understand is, Mr. Mo, is I'm about to race 3 Ferrari, McLaren, and a 3rd car with my bicycle.
But I disagree that you have a bicycle. I think you have. No, you don't have a Camry versus Ferrari. Anyway, oh my God, we're dwelling on this.
Said a Camry.
Yeah, you know what,
bro? He's talking about Lamborghinis.
You know what? Just for the sake of argument, consider it Mercedes. It still cannot race with them boys. So that's the thing. So it's just.
But you did already race with them, and you won once.
Yeah,
you did.
Maybe now he has to race 2. He has to race 2. It's over for him. He knows 3. He needs to step
3
up.
When Newcastle are ready. 3 when Newcastle are ready. 3. So
yeah, you're actually trying, bro.
So Ramy is a Liverpool fan since 1991. Okay,
no, he's not. He's a Chelsea fan. He's just joking with you, I think.
Okay.
I think he wants you to roast Liverpool more. Anyway, guys, like the video, subscribe. Yalla, 500 people now. Final segment of the show. I don't want to keep these guys too long.
Final segment. We didn't even talk like 1 sense. Go ahead.
Bro, it's because you're arguing the most.
Mustafa, billah alayk, be honest. Is it not Mu'min's fault today's conversation?
That's what I'm saying. Wallahi, I have never seen him on a show argue so much. He talked over us so much to try to get comfortable. I feel so Habibi, you got so many points in that we had to answer. And the fact that me and this guy have been agreeing, wallahi, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this.
Arab brothers.
I never thought this. Like, me and this guy never agree on anything. And today, wallahi, I feel like we're on the same team. I thought I'm going to roast him all show, but I'm here defending him.
Okay, you know what?
Do you guys like the show in the comments or not? That's what I want to know. Do you guys like the show or no?
500 people here, man. Slap that like button, subscribe. Yalla.
Listen, I'm hearing people saying something about the Arabic connection on this show, so we might have discovered something here. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we might have found the real chemistry here. Like the video, guys. Subscribe. Zlatan says, "Is Mo really arguing that the Camry have sports mode? They're the same as the Lambo." Comment of the year. Comment of the year. Thank you.
You are the one who started this Camry shit talk. You called your club a Camry and a Honda against the Ferrari, bro.
And you tried to.
A Camry would never have won a race. You don't have a Camry. You have a McLaren and they have a Lamborghini.
Ferrari broke down.
You have a
Camry went past it.
You have a Camry and you have a McLaren.
This is hilarious. I love it. He's stumbling over his words. Just give it up, bro. Wallahi, just give it up.
And they have a Lamborghini. They will win 4 out of 5, but if you push yourself a little bit more, you might win once.
Okay, and now there's another McLaren. So what do I do?
I don't know, but whatever.
Subhanallah, you don't know now.
Wallahi, bro, just give it up. I promise.
No, but to be honest, you guys are like really arguing that there is no hope for anybody. And I saw Liverpool
there's always hope, but the hope is much
I saw
more
Liverpool
now.
battle Man City with Henderson, Fabinho, Trent,
and that was a generation.
Mo Salah from Roma, Mane from whatever. I'm not saying they are better. I'm not saying they are better. You're not listening.
No,
if it's one time, it's one time. They won once and they battled them to the last step.
Yeah, Habibi, and they never reinvested since. He could sit here and tell you they haven't reinvested. And
they are getting him McAllister now, and they are getting him.
Habibi, as much as I respect McAllister, he's a good player, but we're not going to talk about McAllister compared to the team they had 3 years ago.
But you know, Mo is getting on my nerves. The way he said they got him McAllister, like I got Ronaldinho. Eesh fi ya Mo?
He got you.
They got him McAllister.
He got you prime.
They are talking about getting you Valverde. Valverde, McAllister, and whoever you're gonna get.
And then you look at the news today, they're saying if United get bought by the Qataris, they might get Mbappe. Do you really think Hussein's gonna sit there and he's gonna be like, well, alhamdulillah that we have McAllister?
Never gonna allow Mbappe. Come on, just
bro,
you know,
listen,
Liverpool wanting Valverde is like me wanting Yasmin Sabri. It is never gonna happen, akhi. It is never gonna be real. Ya habibi,
these are real reports, Hussam. These are real reports.
Ya mu'min, ya warda.
The fact that Real Madrid already said, Real Madrid already said we're gonna.
Do you think Madrid sell Valverde for 51 million?
No, they
won't.
Okay,
thank you.
But let me tell you,
nice.
I was talking about it. The fact that they said we're only gonna sit at the table for 85 means there's a price. There is a price. 65. The 65.
What's the price?
65 maybe with a player or something.
65 with a player. Okay. With who?
You know, they didn't say he's not for sale. They said
who's the player I'm gonna give them? Who? Henderson?
The Curtis Jones. I don't know.
Curtis Jones to Real Madrid.
I don't know. I don't know. But the fact that you said we're not getting Valverde, you're assuming that you're not. You are assuming that Real Madrid are not gonna sit on the table to discuss Valverde for 65 million. They weren't.
No, they won't.
Okay.
Valverde, by the way, Valverde himself won't discuss that move.
Why?
Akhi, he is a bro, with all due respect. Inter Milan, Man United, and Liverpool, all 3 clubs are a stepping stone for Madrid and Barca.
Yeah, 100%.
They are that.
Not Barca. Not Barca. Not Barca.
Not
Barca.
That's your hatred talking. If you're a South American player and you play for Barcelona and Real Madrid, your entire family will disown you if you move elsewhere. I'm sorry.
Bro, look at Rafinha, bro. Look at Rafinha.
I didn't talk about that. I spoke about the money issue. Like, I believe that there is a discussion there. Once you set a price, there is a discussion. That means you can sit at the table for something.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think Liverpool need a centre back?
Just easy yes.
Easiest yes of all time.
Need.
Yes, they need a centre back.
They need a centre back.
Of course.
Yeah, okay. If Konate and Van Dijk are fit all year, they don't need a centre back.
Regina, you know, Mo has been unrealistic this entire
Wallah, I cannot believe what I'm watching from this guy.
I cannot believe. Since the last time.
Okay, you mean I need a centre back? You need a backup for them? Is that
we need a centre back, backup or whatever.
Backup or starter. So you think that you need a centre back now to compete next year?
Gomez is injury prone, Matip is injury prone, Van Dijk's injury prone, Konate is injury prone. So the answer to your question is yes, we need a centre back.
A starter.
Gvardiol has come out publicly. Not Hussam made it up. You can go check Fabrizio Romano. He said, I have a dream to play for Liverpool. I support Liverpool Football Club. I want to play for that football club.
You will never pay the money to get Gvardiol. You will never.
Oh, subhanallah. So now it's money, Mustafa. I give up.
Yeah, but hold on. You have two.
Wallahi, bro. No. Fallon, Mo.
You have two centre backs. I don't get it. You guys have two centre.
I've muted you both. Khalas. There is no get it. We don't. Mo, you have been disproven. Now we have to go back to Man United. So let me just bring this back. You complained final segment when we spoke about nothing. So I will give each one of you. You guys have 2 minutes, 3 minutes each. Just talk to me about Qatar because I just want to touch on Mason Mount a little bit because it's part of Man United. So, Mu'min, your 2 minutes without mentioning Liverpool or Ferraris or Camrys starts now. Go on. You're on mute, Habibi.
What's the? You muted me.
I know because
You dickhead, you muted me.
all hell was gonna break loose. All hell was gonna break
bro.
loose.
What's the question? I'm muted. I can't hear when I'm muted.
يا أخي قطر Man United.
So what about it? They're gonna buy Man United. They're gonna. I said before that Man United are not PSG, are not Man City. They don't need the globalization. Man United don't need to go to LA and open a PSG shop to sell jerseys. You already do that. So all what Qatar needs is the right structure, the right appointments, and I think the Arabs are there to win. It's not only as an investment, as a business. The Arabs are there to win. They will spend their own money just to be competitive with the Emiratis people. That's it. So for them, it's personal. It's not only about business, it's personal. And I think Man United are already big. They're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think the Qataris will get it right. And I think we'll see a very competitive Premier League if that happens.
Thank you very much. Go on, Mustafa.
Listen, I've been laughing a lot. Wallahi, I can't believe I just.
That's from Mu'min's bullshit.
Wallahi, bro, I
why?
Because of how much
do they need globalization? Man United already out there, the biggest fan base in the world.
No. I said not the last 2 minutes.
I'm talking about the whole thing. Like,
okay. This is your first 2 good minutes, all stream.
It's actually the most sense he's spoken, and I'm gonna go off that. Excuse me, guys. Sorry.
Drink
water. Like Mo said,
we're not that much in a hurry. Adi, take your time.
No, I'm good. No, but I was gonna say, like Mo said, he mentioned a lot of good points for once. When you look at the process of,
did you just say for once, dickheads? I got 2 kids out here joking with me, dickheads. Okay, screw you too. You guys don't know shit. I swear you guys don't know shit. You can think like I question both of your degrees. Both of your
degrees.
You
cannot question my chemical engineering degree.
Where did you get it from?
My country?
Bro, why are we talking about degrees?
You studied the chemical engineering in Arabic, bro.
No, I studied in English.
Okay, anyway.
Why are we talking about degrees? Anyways, I don't know what Mo's trying to do here again. But anyways, no, Mo made some good points.
Finally.
And no, see, I didn't say it this time. I was giving you respect. That's why I just paused. But anyways, no.
Are you in a hurry, Sam? Are you in a hurry? You want to go? You want to go somewhere?
No, I'm not in a hurry. I'm here.
Let me speak, man. Let me speak. The jokes are done.
Okay,
he mentioned good points.
Jokes are done.
He mentioned good points when you brought up PSG and Manchester City. Because a lot of people like to talk about processes and how long a process takes. You know, we don't have to go through some of these phases because like PSG and Man City, let me use Man City since we're more Premier League related here, where they had to go their Robinho phase and Carlos Tevez and Stephen Ireland and Sean Wright Phillips. They had that phase where they were, excuse me, they were attracting, you know, players slowly, and they couldn't really attract like big players right away because they didn't have that globalization. They didn't have that net spend still. They didn't have all that. For us, I feel like we would be just a little bit of an easier fix because, as you said, bro, they're gonna come in, they're gonna bring in the right people. It's only, I honestly believe, it's just like about coming in and hiring the right people right away. Because the first thing they gotta do is they gotta clean that board up there, put their people in that are gonna run the club, and I feel like everything from there goes easy because this club has been established for over 100 years. This club has been massive for years. Already has a fan base. Already has a pull. Players that the minute you come in, people are gonna buy into this project, and you can attract big name players because they're gonna be like, I want to be a part of this project. I want to be a part of Man United. I want to be a part of the rejuvenation of Manchester United, going back to winning things and competing with City and all that. So it won't take as long as some of these clubs that had to do because they had to build from nothing, whereas we already established, you know. But you know, it is what it is. You know, it's that.
We just give Sam 6 minutes of like hell because he's sitting here listening to us. They're gonna get it right. They're gonna get bigger. They're gonna do this, and he's like, "What?"
I don't even have to say anything. That's why I brought 2 guests, so I don't have to speak much. Anyway,
Ravi, Inter will win the league next year, and I hate people start talking about Inter. Just talk about the Premier League with me, and it's like You don't have to talk about Inter.
I'm actually happy that Ravi is rattling you because you don't easily get rattled. So I've enjoyed this show. This is the most I've seen you rattled on a show.
Yeah, people are even saying
you didn't watch me and Never Foul earlier. When I was trying to say congratulations to that was the first stream I do with him earlier, and the first thing he said, it's the first time we meet the three of us, and we smashed both of your clubs. And I'm like, I just went. I absolutely.
I mean, he has the right.
Mad.
He has the right to though.
Mad, and I.
The guy just wanted.
And he called my like shithousery football. It's not the beautiful football, and I went mad. But anyway, that was a different story.
Oh, so that's why you're coming here. Your head's hot. Fair enough. That's why he has a stress ball in his hand. Anyway,
Cass literally had to talk about muting both of us and kick us off the stream.
Speaking of stress balls, this is the part that will stress Mustafa out. Last segment I want to talk about. Before we do that, make sure you guys are slapping the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribing. 400 likes is our target, ladies and gentlemen. Just quickly running through these super chats before we ask about Mount. Just because he got fed up the last year, it doesn't wash all the sins he did. Sam تعصبنيش. He called us spoiled. He covered up for FSG's flaws. No, I understand, and that's why I've always held the balance when blaming Klopp versus when blaming FSG. I've never said it's 100% FSG's fault or 100% Klopp's fault. You guys just want me to point the finger at one. The truth is we have failed as an institution. FSG, Klopp, and the players. They're not going to get away with it either. A lot of the players didn't perform up to their level this season. So I'm just keeping the energy real with you. Klopp is to blame for last summer. I've already said it 500 times. It's his decision to not sign a midfielder. So it's not just FSG full stop. Big up to Ed who says, I once drove the wheels of a Camry. It died. Hey, I hope this Camry don't have the same ending, my brother Ed. But thank you so much for the super chat, Habibi. Osai says, let's move to Italy. Screw the EPL. Don't. Because let me tell you why I don't want us to move to Italy. Because as Liverpool fans, we have this underdog mentality. So because we're dumbasses, we'll go support Sassuolo or some shit. So we will be miserable anyway. So this is the thing. We're not glory hunters, so we can't go support AC or Juve or blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's the thing. 40 million of interest payments on the debt gone overnight, says Aslan Ramy. Of course, that's one of the positives. The Qatari, even the people, they came out and said, we're going to remove all debts, all of that. Liverpool will be finished after the takeover, FSG out. I agree with you. Yet for some reason, some guy thinks it's going to be better for us somehow if this whole thing, but let's not
I never
say
said
anything.
better. See, you're twisting my words. I said your owners will be forced to do better.
Okay, they were not forced against one. How would be they forced against three? I don't know.
Because now it's three people racing you.
Again.
See again? Because it's three people racing you instead of one. So if you're happy with second, now you're gonna have to be content with fourth. And that fourth means less money, and these are businessmen and they want money. They want it's a share of a market.
If I give FSG fourth for the next 10 years, would they shake your hand?
It's a share of a market.
100% they would.
It's like it's like Samsung, 100%. Samsung, Apple, and Microsoft, and there's whatever fourth company that sell phones, whatever. If you take share,
we're about to become Motorola right now.
Yeah, so you have two choices here. Okay, so you have two choices. It's you become the BlackBerry, and you know what I'm talking about. So you disappear, or you invest a little bit more.
I actually have a BlackBerry.
So let me just explain to the people the point that people don't understand. People don't understand. I think you guys both are educated people. You know what I'm talking about. There are two ways of doing business. Become the BlackBerry or do the Microsoft. BlackBerry means you keep insisting with the same thing like the Nokia thing. You know what I mean? And you keep doing the same thing until you disappear. Good businessmen, which is I believe that FSG are good businessmen because they kept the business afloat. Okay? They kept the business afloat. Didn't they? They kept the business afloat. They invested just the right amount of money to get Liverpool back into where they belonged a little bit in the last 5, 6, 7 years by hiring Klopp and whatever scouting they did. Okay, I believe, that Liverpool owners are not as stupid as the Nokia or BlackBerry owners. They're gonna want to keep the club afloat, and there are new sharks came on the market, so they will have to do better. They will have to a little bit invest better to keep the share of the market. That's my point. That people.
So understand. In this analogy, who are Liverpool? Because right now you said all this.
So Liverpool now are the Nokia and the Nokia.
So okay, I'm happy that you said that. But look at me right now. I'm about to be Apple or Samsung.
No.
And City's about to be the other because it's Apple, Samsung, and everyone else.
Sorry,
you're trying to convince this guy that he could be the Nokia and he's
the
Microsoft.
Find his way between Here's the problem. Here's the thing. When Apple came to the picture and took over the market, IBM and other companies and stuff, they had share of the market. I'm convinced that FSG are smart businessmen. They're not smart owners. They are smart businessmen enough to not lose their share of the market, at least to try to keep a little bit of piece of the pie. That's what you guys disagree with me. You guys think that you guys are saying the FSG are stupid enough to lose their share of the market to Newcastle and Man United and stand still and watch that go away. While I think if they had 30 or 40% of that market, of 30 40% of the pie, okay, they're gonna want to keep at least 15%. They don't want to disappear. Hussam, you disagree with this. I know that because you think they only care about the money, and my point is that they only care about the money. That's my point. That they will have to do better to keep the share of the market. They will have to. They're gonna be forced to do better.
You said it yourself. They're gonna be content with fourth if you offer them fourth for the next 10 years.
But it's not only gonna be fourth. Now you're gonna battle more teams to do fourth. You're gonna have to do better to at least keep 15. Okay, you have 30% of the market. Liverpool now. Let me just finish that particular point. You have 30%, okay, of the market. Now, teams are going to come in. At least you want to do a little bit better to only keep 15. If you don't do better, you're going to be outside of the race. You're going to be completely thrown away.
But this is what you are not. But you still haven't explained to me, because like I think Hossam's part is like he doesn't want to be a bridesmaid. He doesn't want to just sit there and watch Man United and City go at it, and then he's third. Everything that you just said is saying that basically they're going to do enough to float. This guy doesn't want to float. He wants to be on the yacht with me and Man City, because when we're sitting there and he believes we're going to be battling out, you still haven't given him an argument to why, even if they step it up a little bit, why they're going to be in there with us.
Thank you.
He doesn't want to watch us from far where like, listen, I'm okay and I'm watching them. No, he wants to be with us.
Can I respond? Because the same model, they were fighting for one and they were just keeping it afloat. They were just trying and they won once. Hussam wants to win all the time. Hussam wants to be Man City. Okay, in terms of winning. Hussam wants to be Liverpool of the 80s.
I think Hussam wants to be at least 50-50.
No. Yeah. What I mean,
Hussam
wants to be, exactly. Hussam wants to be Man United of the 90s. I am not here and say that this can happen with this amount of money that is pumped into these clubs. I don't think it's going to happen. And even with Man City being one club, you couldn't do it. You're not going to be able to do it. My point is, I believe that having more owners like Man City in the Premier League will make your owners at least do a little bit better. I'm not saying that you're going to compete with them and win against them, but you will be there and thereabout. The word out there is that Liverpool are done, are finished. And I believe the evidence for me, the evidence is you had the same owners against Man City and you did that much and you won once. And I believe that going to the Champions League 3 finals and winning one is a success as well. I know you wanted more, but not everybody is Real Madrid and they can win it 3 in a time. But you going to 3 Champions League finals in 5 years, I think is an absolute, it's good. I know you wanted to win, right? But what I mean is that maybe them doing better a little bit, scouting better, getting better players to keep their part of the market will make you win once or twice. I'm never sat here and said Liverpool are going to dominate. I said having more competition forces you to do better. When more kids come into the class, it forces you to get better, to keep your place in that class. That's my point. I'm not waffling. This is
now we have extra competition. I've seen them fail against one competitor. You're talking about them getting into the top 4 or sticking around. I don't want to float. I want to be on the yacht. That's the point. Retired, Zlatan says, Mo is the type of dude who will compare Camry without the engine with Lambo. Wallahi, I've never, Mo has never been like this.
I explained my point, and I still stand by my point from a business point of view.
I thought I'd gonna argue with Mustafa all stream long.
No, yeah. I cannot believe
I'm not gonna dream, and I'm not gonna promise you here the right. I'm not gonna promise you, and I'm not here to sit and tell you that you're gonna dominate. You never dominated against Man City. You were a little bit successful. You were more successful than the others. You were more successful, but you're not only second. You won it. Arsenal can say that you were successful a little bit because you challenged City. You won it. You won the freaking league. You won the Champions League while City being there. You won it.
So I want to win it again.
Mo, can I say something, Mo? I just want to ruin your analogy once and for all, because I see what you're saying, but I'm gonna break it down very simple, bro. Okay.
Go ahead.
Hussam goes to fight a guy. Okay. Let's not say Hussam because I don't know what Hussam looks like. He's probably a big guy. Maybe he can kill someone. But Hussam, let's just say Hussam fights with someone or someone just fights someone and they get fucked up. This guy fucks him up. He roughs him up. you know, and he beats him. Then that guy goes to the gym for 2 weeks. He was like, you know what? I need to improve my strength. I'm gonna go get stronger. He goes to the gym, gets a little bit stronger, then goes back to fight the other guy. The other guy has another guy with him. That little improvement that he did to go to the gym is not going to withstand now that one person being two. Because maybe now...
say, your analogy is wrong. They aren't together. They are already fighting each other. They are
but we'll turn around and fight him at the same time.
They won't fight them together. They will fight each other.
It's the same thing. I'm not saying...
They will fight each other.
Mo, I could have just easily said he has to fight two people in two different...
Sense. It 100% makes sense.
You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying we're fighting together, but you still have to fight both of them. Whether we take turns fighting that person or we fight at the same time, that little improvement that you're talking about, the financial improvements that they're going to have to put, that's the 2 weeks of gym that I'm saying to you.
Fantastic.
But a whole new person coming into the image absolutely destroys
my point, Stuffy, is exactly, maybe you're right here, because now you said it that you're going to fight each other, but you still have to fight both. My point is, that's what will make the owners a little bit go more to the gym. Does that make sense?
I don't see that.
You don't see it?
I get it, but me and him can't see this happening. We
here's the thing.
Can't see it.
Okay, the owners might do that, but money is steroids in this gym whole thing. So he's taking steroids. Hamza's taking steroids. They're both on steroids. They're both big as hell, and I'm supposed to be big like them naturally.
I was gonna have
you had one training. Okay, we're going around.
So I need 4 years of training to get.
No. You will go in once a day to the gym, and you were already able to fight that guy and beat him in a couple of rounds. Okay. Now there is another guy there. Maybe I think that other guy being there will force you to go to the gym twice a day, not once, and be slacking. My point is simple. Your owners, to have the same amount of income, they will need to spend more. They will need to do better. It's like the two kids in class, two kids fighting for the first place. One kid gets it 1 month and the other one gets it 9 months. When there is another good kid goes to the class, the parents will tell the kids, you'll have to study more.
Habibi, you can step up all you want, but we just don't see how that's realistic.
Stuffy, but fine. Anyway, I explained my point. I still stand by my point.
I'm not saying
that Liverpool will win. I'm not saying that. Yeah, of course, which is absolutely fine. We disagree. I am saying that maybe this is good because the facts are the fact. Man City already owned by the Emiratis. Newcastle already owned by the Saudis. We can sit here and cry about it, or we can make a narrative. And we can make a narrative that may be logical. Maybe you think it's not going to happen, but I think it's logical in business that there are two types of owners. An owner will fight to keep their shares, and an owner will surrender. And I think FSG, if they are successful businessmen, as what you guys, how you guys described them, they will fight for their share.
I just don't know my point. Where you get. I get what you're saying, but I just don't know where you
win or not win. They win or
but you're
not
getting
win.
all this trust into American owners. I don't know why. Like, why do you trust
them? Because they're
businessmen.
Because they're businessmen.
Yeah, so are the Glazers. So are the Cronkies, and we don't have a lot of positive things to say about American owners.
Yeah,
in the
but they
League.
won.
So I don't know where you're getting all that trust from. I feel like it's
I'm not
a lot
trusting
of trust
anything. See, I'm not trusting. My point, I'm speaking based on assumption that these are good businessmen. And a good businessman does not make his business
so it's more of a maybe for you. You say maybe. You're not saying
and you are a maybe. Like all what you say is a maybe. I said a maybe based on facts. I said maybe based on these owners already fought Man City with limited funds or whatever they want. And they won once.
When I said maybe, I thought I mean you
saying we fought Manchester City and we won one time. All we're saying for this last half an hour, ya warde, ya qalbi, that we now have to fight 3 Manchester Cities. So even though they're fighting each other, all they have to do is
we'll see. At the end, I will see if FSG don't invest more and they don't keep
it anyway.
Exactly. If they don't spend more, that means they give up and they are terrible businessmen that can't even keep their company afloat.
And that's exactly why the Carolina Penguins suck and the Boston Red Sox suck and Liverpool sucks right now.
Anyway, yes, I need to go to play football now. Go on.
Let me end it. هو انت كل مرة I learned about
go ahead.
Kaza, thank you for teaching me. I have no idea what that is, Brazy, but thank you so much for the
I don't know who Kaza is. Who's Kaza?
I meant to move. Don't you have football to go to? I meant to move LFC to Serie A, you big-headed Jordanian Qusay. if we move to Serie A, the top Reds are just going to come out and say, now we play in a less financially strong league, so we can't spend money anyway. So it's just, listen, it's a lose-lose scenario, bro. Listen, we're going to enjoy those Europa League nights. Nokia special features, brick resistant. That was extremely important 20 years ago. Now no one cares anymore. I still remember these Nokia phones right here. You drop this.
Still have a freaking Nokia phone?
I don't know how he has one at home.
If I slap this phone as hard as hell on this wall right now,
it'll come down as one piece. It's okay.
Yes, I'll
is that a Nokia or is that a BlackBerry?
It's a different one, but we're not going to reveal those details. Big up to Joe, who says FSG are greedy. Finishing 4 to 8 makes money. They don't care. Yeah, I agree. This is the thing. Like, and Joe, you know what's gonna mess us up even more? This is one thing that Mo don't even realize. Because now of the heritage spot in the UEFA Champions League, Liverpool technically don't even need to finish top 4. We could finish 5th, 6th, 7th, and still make it to the UEFA Champions League based on heritage.
It's garbage.
So all hell's gonna break loose. A rich owner is not a guarantee to success. Look at PSG. Yes, look at PSG. 8 league titles in 10 years. Look,
they are a success. Yeah. They were 100 million guys. They are worth 4 billion. If you guys don't think this is success, what is success? They didn't win the Champions League, and they went to the final. Because they were Champions
League. That's it.
Yeah, just once. Okay, they went to the final.
Their footballing team wasn't the best, but the whole organization was the league. How many? Sam,
repeat that again. How many times in France?
They won it 8 times in 10 years.
How many times they won it before the owners?
Oh, like nothing.
1 time. Or 2 times.
That's not success. What is success?
Yeah, people need to look up what success means, because if that's success,
you know that they were below Saint Etienne, Marseille, Lyon, Monaco in league titles.
Yeah,
and
they were nobody, bro.
Let's look at success over these last 15 years. PSG money, Man City money, Chelsea money.
It's all about the money. It's all
Real Madrid money, Barcelona money. What do you think the success
even
is?
Juventus, even the period that Juventus won, the Agnelli family spent millions and billions on the club.
Exactly. That's how they became successful. So it's just how it goes, man. And finally, it says, I think they'll sell after United takeover or club. I agree. I think FSG plan to sell. I just think, I hope it's not like us getting Jim Ratcliffe or something like that. Like, I hope we get good owners.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Glazers. I think Cass said it in the comments earlier. That's a good combo.
Kuwait, call me, حبيبي. It's time to make it happen. جمعية التعاون الخليجية together in the English Premier League.
I said that مجلس التعاون الخليجي. Yes.
Call me.
Yeah, guys. If you don't know that, go look it up.
Call me, Kuwait. I got you. I'm gonna get you a club.
To
anyway, guys, this has been an absolutely fantastic stream. Thank God it's over. Finally we got Mo to be quiet for 3 minutes so we could end the stream. Everyone watching right now, please don't forget to slap the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. People in the comment section have actually enjoyed us as a trio, which is why
I had tears in my eyes earlier when we were trying to roast Mo. I couldn't believe it.
It was an unbelievable stream, man. Make sure you guys are liking, make sure you guys are subscribing. There's 420 people still here watching, even at this time of the night after 1 hour and a half. Big up to who am I bigging up? Big up to Chombe, Shaka, JW, Victor, Ed, Aslan, Murad, Qusay, Zlatan for all the Camry super chat is the best super chat of the entire year. Big up to Joe and big up to Brazy and El Lad for the super chats. Big up to you guys. Make sure you guys are slapping the likes. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're yet to do so. Thank you to every single person who sent in a super chat. YouTube's telling me you guys are sharing the streams more as well. So make sure you continue to share with your friends on Twitter, with your friends on WhatsApp, on Instagram, on Facebook, on wherever the hell you speak to your friends. Share. Tell them come watch this Jordanian Nurmagomedov talking about football and subscribe to his channel. We're going to go around the lovely panel and they're going to let you know where you can find them. Brother Staffy, I'm going to go to you first because you were actually logical. Where can people find you?
See, we're still taking things at him as we're going. Ooh, listen, Mo, we love you, Allah. I know today was like kind of like...
I don't love you. Fuck out of here, bro.
You know what happened? This guy, Daps has rattled the hell out of this guy and he came to take it out on us.
And then we continued it, bro. We continued it. Oh my God. I thought we were going to dunk on each other, but it ended up being a dunk contest on Mo. Beautiful. But anyways, I threw the hoop and you dunked it. But listen, everyone can find me on my socials, Ildun Staffy, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all these lovely stuff. I'm going to be on YouTube soon. my channel is set, but very soon I'm gonna do my first show, so you guys will definitely know of it. And you'll always catch me on Hussam's channel at least once a week. So these are the places you can find me.
If you want to hear more crazy from me, go to Never a Foul daily, once or twice a day. Never a Foul, you'll hear me talk there with the Gas and Daps, Ty sometimes. But go check out, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Judge Mo, as it's on the screen. And I sometimes have this devil's advocate crazy opinion. Maybe, sometimes. So thanks for having me. I enjoyed the stream.
Yeah, this was
one of my favorite streams.
Same. I can't believe an hour and a half passed by. I really can't. This just went by like this. Big up to everyone. And my Twitter is in the description. Just click the link and go follow me. I didn't block anyone or soft block anyone. It's just new Twitter. So make sure you go follow me. We're already on 4K, Habibis. So hit that follow button. Go retweet the pinned tweet as well. And we will see you guys tomorrow, inshallah. There's a show with Kurdish and Tom regarding Liverpool. And another show which I don't know, which is why you need to hit the notification bell. See you guys later, inshallah. Peace.